Hey, y'all, it's Casey. Hold on, it's echoing. Hang tight. Okay, it's Casey Hope from Pizzazz Art Studio. I am here today to show you. We've been going live. We went live last Tuesday. We're going live again today. We're going to keep doing some Tuesday fun lettering. And today we are going to be using Crayola markers. Okay, here's one myth that I think people think about hand lettering is they think they have to have fancy tools, but you don't. So I'm going to show you Crayola super tips. You can also use the Crayola like fat markers. Both are really fun. Both are things that you can pick up at the Walmart, not the Walmart, sorry, that makes me sound really old, doesn't it? The Walmart, at Walmart, the drugstore is what I was meaning to say. The drugstore, Walmart, Target, any places has this, has some Crayola products. So I've just pulled out, these are the super tips. They come in so many colors. That's why I love grabbing them. But I just pulled out a few colors and I'm going to walk you through just hand lettering the alphabet. Okay, so we're just going to do one lowercase font. Grab a Crayola super tip and come letter with us. All right, so I'm going to take this off. This is actually tracing paper. You could use copy paper too. And we're just going to take this one letter at a time so that you can see it's not too hard. All right, I'm going to remove myself and pull this down so you can see just a bit better. All right, so here we go, one letter at a time. One thing you've got to know with hand lettering is you can just take it one stroke at a time. You don't have to do it all in one big swoop. So for example, the A is made up of that shape and then that. Okay, so you can do it in two separate strokes if that is easier for you. The B, let me come down a little bit more even. C, I want to show you also how to thicken the downstrokes a bit too. This is just lettering with simple supplies. You have got to get the formation of your letters. You've got to learn that before you start doing anything fancy or using brush pens or anything like that. You've just got to know how you want to form your letters. And you don't have to do them the exact way I'm doing them. This is just one style. All right, so there's a D. E. I'm just going to swap colors just because there's lots of fun colors. We're going to go to the next line. F. I love doing the F that's kind of exaggerating, kind of comes back that way. Okay, this G, I love this G, where you come like this, you do a loop. Okay, you just kind of like you can underline things, you can have fun with that G. H, similar to the B. All right, one stroke at a time. Moving right along. So we got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Let's go L. M. Okay, now I love doing the M. I do a little bit of a curve right here. And then I do a small hump and then a more exaggerated hump. I just think that looks cute. Whenever you're lettering, you've got a little bit of a contrast between the heights. N is pretty similar. Okay, now the P I'm about to show you, it's a little bit different, but it's fun. So you're going to come down, around, and then that is going to be to connect the next letter. Okay, I'm going to swap colors just to keep rolling. Here we go for Q. R. S. T. Okay, now T, one thing that's fun to do with the T is to kind of do a little bit of a swirl when you can. All right. V, W, X, Y, and then we'll swap it up one last color and Z. All right, so there is, I'll come back up just a bit. There is one way to do a very simple alphabet. You just practice it over and over. And again, you might not like this font, but any font that you like, just start practicing the formation of the letters. Now, I'm going to go back with some of these and show you how to thicken the downstroke. Just kind of quick. I'm not going to go deep into that. We cover it a little deeper inside of our lettering club, a little slower. But one thing is when you are thickening the downstroke, I'll just do all the purple, and not thickening the upstroke, you are creating a really nice contrast of thick and thin lines. And that makes it have that faux calligraphy look. So it looks like calligraphy, it looks like a brush pen, but it's not. And this, to me, is the easiest way to start out. So if you are a beginner with hand lettering, a lot of people want to immediately know how to use a brush pen. In my opinion, it is easier to not use a brush pen to begin with because you're having just to think about a lot of things as far as your pressure. I say, like, let the things you learn build upon one another. And so instead of thinking about how to form the letter and where the downstroke goes and when to have light pressure and dark pressure, those are all things that you start to instinctively think about when you are doing brush lettering. But instead of doing that, I say to learn one concept and then build upon it. So for example, the way that we teach is we teach you first, learn the formation of the letters. Learn them so well that you don't have to refer back to a guide, that you got them in your head. You can grab any pencil or pen and you can learn the formation of the letters. Next, you're going to learn to connect the letters, how those connections work. And then you do it so many times that it becomes second nature. Then you learn how to thicken the downstroke. And after you've got all of that and it's really starts to become easy because you've done it so much, then the brush pen can come into play because by that point, you're not having to think so hard about how to form your letter or how to connect your letter or anything like that. So that's just kind of the method that we teach, is kind of build one step at a time. So here's the alphabet. I'm going to do a few more words just because I've heard from lots of you that you like watching how to letter words. So I'm going to take this off. There it is. If you want to do a quick little screenshot, you can. All right, so I'm going to do, it is March. So let's do Hello March. There's lots of different ways to do that, but I'm going to start with, I'm going to use my green since it's kind of St. Patty's. And here we go. Let's see. Remember how I told you I like to really exaggerate that that M? Okay, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to go up high for that R. So notice I went high and then back to kind of fill that space for that R. There's the C. And notice I'm picking my pen up, but I'm connecting them as I draw, so it kind of makes it look like they are all connected. But in reality, I'm picking my pen up every single time. Next up, I'm going to do the H, and I'm going to have a little bit of a fun little line right here that comes down for the first part of that H. And that just kind of helped to fill that area. I could even exaggerate it a little bit more with more of a curve. All right, so there's that fun march. I'm going to thicken the downstroke there. All right, and then for hello, we can just do like regular kind of tall, skinny lettering, just a different font, just kind of let it fit in here wherever. And there we have a fun little hello March. All right, so that was just a few little quick little tips and tricks, and wanted to show you that you do not have to have a ton of fancy supplies to start hand lettering. There is something very therapeutic about picking up a pen and just making words pretty. Just doing your M like woo, woo, I don't know, it's just fun. I think it goes back to when I was a kid, and I remember seeing a big white wall that was our hall, and I was like, I just want to color all over it, and just felt like the most freedom ever. And yes, I got in trouble as a kid doing that, but that freedom that I felt of taking a white wall and just putting color on it, that's what I feel when I hand letter too. And so it's like you can just have fun and big, the big humps and like the just swirls and all the things. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a skill that will serve you. It helps to just kind of like something fun for your hands and your mind to do. But also, once you learn hand lettering, like you put it on everything and it makes it look better. You put it on the front of any, personalize your stuff on cards, on bags for gifts, all the things. So it's not only a fun therapeutic skill, it comes in really handy too. Actually, I am going to be hand lettering at our church just maybe tomorrow night. They have a big wall that they want me to do something up there. And so so not only is it, like I said, therapeutic, it comes in handy, but it can be really just a useful tool that other people can get blessed by. So that's it for today. We will be back soon. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. All right, see you.